Hello, good evening, and welcome to another Midweek Makings. It's Wednesday. It's time for me to do something at the bench rather than talk to you or eat stupidly sour sweets or anything like that. This week, I'm going to be going back and doing some diamond art. I haven't finished the picture yet. I'm about a third, 2/5 of the way through it. So there's a few more times that I'm going to come back and do this. But today, I'm going to be doing a little bit of this. I don't know how long I'm on for tonight. I'm feeling a bit tired tonight, although I haven't been at work today. It's often days when you're not got anything much to do that takes up all your energy and things, doesn't it? But anyway, in the chat today, we have Mark was here first, or the first that I saw. Then Wendy came along very shortly after. Then Athel came along, and he says, I'll try it. I don't know. He says, aye, bit like a loon, fit your D in this week. And I didn't know what he was talking about. He says that, what did he say? Translated to English, it says, hello, how are you? And what is the consensus for this week's programme? It didn't sound anything like that at all. But yes, this week, as I say, diamond art time. So I'm going to bring myself down to the thing, just see if there's anything else happening. Not much. A few people talking amongst themselves, which is lovely. I shall go down to the bench, and we'll basically get on with it. As ever, I've got the chat up in front of me over here, so I can see what's going on. If I look, if I get the chance to look, I'll look. It's diamond art. It's not exactly going to take all of my attention. This is very shiny. You can't really see it. There we go. That's what the picture is. It's definitely not Darth Vader because they'd get in trouble for that. It's Armor Warrior. So because I'm doing from the top downwards, I'm turning it round and doing it from the top. So I've got 3 bags that I haven't opened yet. One of them is a bag that I have opened. I don't think 5 and 6. I've not used them yet. No, haven't had occasion to use those ones yet. But 2 I have used, and indeed 2 is the bag that I'm going to be starting with today. That's the black one. And that's the one that's labelled A in all of these pictures. A. So let's bring in some paperweights. X-Wing paperweights. Holographic X-Wing paperweights. There we go. So they'll hold that down there out of the way. While I fill in some of these black gap bits that have got A's in them. And we'll just continue on downwards like that for a while. Let's say there's no particular time. There's a D missing from there. I don't know what that is. I'll have to have a look and see. Yeah, no particular time expectations from this. As far as I know, there is a TED on tonight at 9 o'clock. But I don't know. He completely forgot about Sunday on Sunday. So whether or not he turns up is anybody's guess. Yeah, nothing much happening in the chat yet, so I'll just keep going down and reading and looking and stuff. If you do want me, then I say the chat is your friend. Just put anything in chat. Chances are I'll be able to see it. If not, you can always use the bold, shouty capital letters. That's more chance of me seeing it. If I still don't see it, then you always have the option of super chat, which makes it big, flashy boxes and stuff. I've got no chance of missing that. But as ever, today, as I say, I'm just going to continue on and starting to put more of these things down where they need to go and just get a bit more done. Nothing much happening. Everything around here is pretty normal at the moment. No special activities or anything. It was a bank holiday week this weekend. The weekend just gone, that is. So, of course, it was raining and miserable. We did have quite a pleasant day today, although it's been very windy. Until about 10 minutes ago, when it started absolutely raining really loudly outside. I thought I might not be able to do the stream, it's that loud. But it only lasted literally like 30 seconds, and then it just all came back and went away again. So, I don't know. Nobody knows what the weather does in the UK at the best of times. And, yeah, bank holiday times is not the best of times for our weather. It's like somebody knows and makes it deliberately nasty. Twisted Row Hobby says, anyone want to take any bets on how many times Chris will be picking up diamond gems? Not very often. If I drop them, then they're gone. That's it. It's not like I desperately need a piece to do the next bit. So, yeah, if these go on the floor, then they might get found at some point in the future. But I'm certainly not going to be rummaging around for them immediately. I can always just go on and do a different colour. But I'm not really one for dropping these. I've dropped a couple here and there, but certainly not lots. If I drop them, they tend to go on the desk here rather than everywhere. Of course, saying that, they're likely to go absolutely everywhere now, because I've just said that they don't. Because, you know, the world always makes me out to be a liar. Lewis is in, Modern Waking Tracker, saying hello. Hello. Ethel is watching the snow falling outside, turning to rain and then disappearing. Yeah, it's not been cold enough for snow here, but it has been just very, very windy and miserable. So we're never entirely certain what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes. Turn that one over. There it goes. Everyone's saying hello to everybody. Mark says, I'm sure there's a rule somewhere about doing diamond art upside down. Well, I know my daughter gets very upset when I started doing this one upside down. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter, does it? It's just, it's basically paint by numbers without painting. Oh, there is an A there. I thought I put it on the wrong place, but I hadn't. So it doesn't matter. It's the numbers and the letters are all in the same place, whichever way up you do it. I figured that when I was starting this, the whole bottom bit of it's just dark and boring, and you know it's going to be ages until I get to something even vaguely interesting. Whereas at least I start at the top, I've got some brightness to come in and some different colours that happened sooner rather than later. So that was my thinking, and it seemed to work because there were some brighter colours and things happening rather than just doing all the boring colours. Of course, now I'm in the middle and it's all the boring colours. So I'm just going to put these A's in wherever I see them. I don't do it by going down each line at a time or even by going each colour at a time. I just do some. And then I get bored and move on to something else. So, yeah. I wouldn't use these videos as a tutorial on how to do diamond art because it really isn't. It's almost a tutorial on how not to do diamond art. Except it works. Well, it's worked so far. I'm assuming it's going to continue to work. There's no reason to think it would change, is there? So, you know. Christopher asked if there was a live studio audience. No, there is not a live studio audience today. I am very much alone in the room. Katie has actually gone out to work. She may be returning before the end of the stream, but probably not. And Gemma is at last check actually asleep downstairs. She had a second COVID-related immunisation injection this morning, and it seems to have knocked her for 6. She's all right. She's just tired and sleepy. So I did stir her a little bit, but then she went straight off to sleep again. So unless she wakes up and appears in chat, I'll go and check up on her when I've finished. Which is, again, one of the reasons that I'm not going to be doing a multiple hour stream again tonight. Well, I never do multiple hours, but, you know, it will probably be more like an hour rather than the hour and a half. So judge your expectations accordingly. Not that you have any expectations from my streams anyway. I'm well aware of my limitations and everything else. When are you doing a spider diamond art, says Lewis? Never. I would get in far too much trouble doing that. So I won't. It's easy. Shane Youngs is here. Good evening, Chris and everyone. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, as I said, I'm doing lovely. Gemma's doing okay, but sleepily. So, yeah. Unless she pops up in chat telling me otherwise, then I shall go and make sure she's all right when I've finished. Or, when I finish the stream, not when I finish the picture, because that'll be weeks. So, how is everybody else? Are you all doing okay? Anyone else had the second immunisation thing, and did it make you go to sleep? I've only had the first one. And apart from a sore arm for a day or two, I was perfectly all right with it. I know people have had different reactions to it. Obviously, different people react in different ways to everything, so bound to happen. go. Seeing A's all over the place. I'm just seeing them pop up and dropping them in. Athel has developed a cough. I think it's down to the second jab. At least that's my explanation. Could be. It could also be that you've just developed a cough because, you know, sometimes people get coughs. One of those things that, you know, things happen anyway, so you can't ever tell what or why, can you? Yeah, so apart from that, not much happening. I have decided that I shan't be doing the evening with tomorrow night. I'm going to take the week off. Not Athel's week off. Not like that. Not a week off. I'm taking a week off. Purely because I can. It's, you know, it's not a stream that I need to do every single week. I can occasionally take time off from it. Being a bank holiday week this week, I thought I'll take the opportunity to not bother, but you can all come along the week after and be even more intrigued and entertained by its absence for a week. Shane has literally booked his second one for the 13th of May. Yeah, I've booked my second one, but it's not until the end of June. So, yeah, got a little while to wait for that. So, yeah, a couple of weeks' time, the UK starts playing the Let's Get a Little Bit More Normal game again. The 17th of May, I think, is the date when other things start happening. Pubs can start serving people indoors, and I think you can go to other people's houses, but still rule of 6 rather than lots of people and everything else. But Lewis says it's his last week at work. What, forever? Are you're retiring, or are you working somewhere else? You're moving another job. What's happening? Tell us more, Lewis, because it gives you something to talk about. And it saves me having to do the talking about. Because, you know, I'm only on here, I'm doing all the talking. So, yeah. S&D says, when will we have the Terminator? Are you talking about the Partwork Terminator? Apparently, the latest few issues have been shipped. So they should be arriving in the next week or so, I think. And that's 106, 7, 8, and 9, I believe, or 7, 8, 9, and 110. I can't recall exactly what's what. It's certainly in that sort of ballpark. And yes, hopefully, I would say during next week. I don't think they're going to come before the weekend. So that's that. I'm waiting on the Enterprise. I think the next pack of the Enterprise is going to be the next one to arrive through my door. And that could be any time at all. Again, I don't think before the weekend. I'll be happy if it is, but I'm not expecting it that quickly. And then it's just the waiting game for all the others. The R2 second delivery is sort of pending, not been shipped yet. Same for the Dodge Charger, pending but not shipped yet. Hopefully within a few days. And then it's probably about a week or 10 days after they ship it that it actually turns up, according to the previous schedules. Iron Man, again, the same. It's showing up on the system, but not as being sent out quite yet. X-Wing is not showing up on the system as yet, as far as I can check. But is sort of due to turn up on the system in the next few days. So again, another week or 10 days after that, they're probably all going to turn up at the same time again, like they did. 2 or 3 of them turned up within 2 or 3 days. I'd rather it be, you know, one a week. That'd be nice and easy for filming and releasing the videos. But yeah, I'm not that lucky. I expect I'll get them all turn up in the same week, and then have to decide what order to do them in and how to delay the videos. The Terminators get the most views, so I shall try and do those first. They get the prime posting slot. But everything else will be done in the order in which it arrives, I think. Don't say Lewis is becoming a DPD courier. No, I don't think so. William Rayburn's not having a good day. Dad's puppy Sophie, she's 13, had to go to the vets this morning. She started bleeding internally sometime last night. That's not good. Hopefully all will be well and sorted. So best of wishes for that. Good day, says Bobbins 9000. Good day. Lewis has now got a Class 1 licence, so he can pick and choose his company. It's a good spot to be in. Yeah, I mean, obviously still, it's a good time for being a driver, because lots of things are still being delivered. So yeah, if you can jump about, pick and choose, and get something good, then that's the time to do it, isn't it? Yep. Did the Enterprise part work arrive beamed to you, says Mark? Yeah, they beam it into my porch by the postman. Postman beams it through the letterbox. No, it doesn't come through the letterbox because it doesn't fit. They have to ring the doorbell. They don't try, you know, drone deliveries or anything like that. Be nice, but no. Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos of modifications people have made to the Enterprise part work, and I'm not sure. I'm not convinced. It's I mean, the work people do is often very good. I've not got any, you know, no bad words to say about anyone that's done anything to it. But I don't know that it's for me. I mean, I've done some upgrades and modifications to other part works where things aren't quite right and could be a little bit better. But things like the Enterprise, there's people that have sort of recoloured parts and repainted luminous bits that glow, and apparently the nacelles should be only be blue when they're lit up and on. When they're not being used, they're meant to be a dull coppery colour, apparently. Now, I've watched I've seen all of the Next Generation videos, and I never remember them being anything other than blue. I mean, obviously, when they're at warp, they light up, but when they're just sort of parked around the planet, they're still lit up blue. I don't get, you know, I don't think I've ever seen them off. There's a couple of episodes where it's in, you know, space dock and things like that, but I don't recall seeing them not blue. I'm sure people have done homework better than I have and can point out, you know, individual episodes and timestamps when it does happen. But for my way of thinking, if you've got to search for and research when a thing happened to get it right, then you're better off not doing it, because it's just going to cause more. I'm going to look at it and it's going to be coppery colour. It's like I'm used to seeing it blue. It might be technically correct if it's not being, you know, blown at the time, but there's technically correct and there's aesthetically correct. So I shall be leaving mine, I believe, in the aesthetically correct, or the how I like it to look image, because it's mine. I can make it look however I like. That's that. Playing with the gems again, says Mayhem. Indeed I am. Because if I don't, then it won't get done. The gem fairies haven't visited and put them all on there for me. So I just tipped out a pile of this colour, and I'm just putting them on, not in random places, because it's the places where they have to be. But, you know, I'm just going around bits where I see A's. I know you can't see the A's because it's upside down for you, but you know what I mean. Just going to put them on until I run out of them, basically, and then I'll go and do a different colour for a little bit. But I'm not going to be around for a long time tonight. So, yeah, get in quick while you can. Get your viewing done. Get your chats with people sorted. Because I'm not going to be around for ages tonight. Dave's here, Butcher That Model. Good evening, Dave. Haven't seen you around in one of these for a while. Welcome. Pull up a chair, get comfy. Don't get too comfy, because, as I said, I'm not going to be here for ages tonight. I haven't heard from Ted during the day, so I don't know. Has he got one set up for later on? I thought he did, but you know, whether he's got one set up or not, it still doesn't mean to say whether he's actually going to remember and turn up and do it. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. Can't see any more A's in that section there. There's a few around here. If I can get them the right way up, then it's a lot easier to pick them up and put them in the right places. Currently at 3, says Twitter Drill Hobbies. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Athel was asking how the toilet went after the sour plume laugh. I don't know what the super sour challenge on Monday night had no ill effects afterwards at all. I haven't heard that anyone else has had toilet effects. I know Paul has had some taste issues, but you know, Paul, he's always got taste issues. But as far as I know, everything is mostly all right for everybody. There might be a little bit of mouth problems, but I don't think anyone has had anything wrong further south. If you haven't watched it, then the Super Sour Challenge is viewable on this very channel. It's not in a, if it's in a playlist, it's just in the live stream playlist, which doesn't really help. But it's a video that was up on Monday of 6 of us doing a challenge for charity for super sour sweets, which were pretty sour, I must admit. Yes. So go and watch that. And there's a link in the video, indeed in the description of the video, if you would care to pop along and donate to the Scottish Association for Mental Health. That was the charity that it's being done for. So yeah, go and watch us all punish each other for an hour. Obviously, don't do it quite yet. Wait until, you know, nobody else is live streaming. But watch that, laugh at that. If you enjoyed it, consider a small donation. I shall be donating all of the ad revenue from it at the end of the month, as well as making a donation myself. So even if you don't want to make a donation, just watch the advert through at the beginning and the end, maybe. And that will help out the guys. Other than that, yeah, nothing much been happening around here. Been this close to shutting it all down, says Mayhem. I don't know about what. Shutting what? 3 raccoons caught, says Shane. Okay, I didn't know that you had a raccoon problem. But is 3 a good number to catch? I think, how many are there? If there are 3, then that's an excellent number to catch. But if there's like 1 million, then 3 is not particularly good. How do you catch raccoons? Is there a raccoon trap? Or is it just a case of calling in animal control or whatever? Don't know. I've never had occasion to hunt raccoon. I don't know how it's done. more information about raccoon hunting would be much appreciated, because it sounds interesting. I wouldn't mind going out hunting raccoons. I could get on board with that. I reckon I'll be a pretty good raccoon hunter. You can make TV shows about it. Gross models, raccoon hunter. Yeah, no, probably they wouldn't make a TV show about it. Yeah, no, nobody would watch that. 11 thumbs up, 0 thumbs down. Is that this video? That's quite impressive. I normally get 1 thumbs down. Sometimes 2. It's very strange, YouTube videos. I understand, you know, putting a thumb up if you like a video or like a channel, or, you know. The thumbs down bit I've never quite understood. Surely if you don't like a video, you just go away. You just, you know, go and watch something different. I wouldn't waste my time or effort clicking the thumbs down button. But that's me. Apparently, to YouTube, it all just counts as what they call an interaction. So clicking the thumbs down button is actually better for the channel than not clicking the thumbs down button. So I don't understand. As I say, it apparently is the YouTube algorithm counts it as an interaction with a customer. So it counts as a good thing for your channel to have more interactions with people. Like liking and commenting on a video will count as interactions, as does disliking. So even if you dislike a video and you post a comment on the video saying this was horrible, I didn't like it, you're actually doing 2 good things for the channel. I don't get it. I really don't. But luckily, I don't have to understand it. I don't think anybody really understands YouTube. Even, you know, YouTube don't understand YouTube. It's just the way it is. It's just not meant to be understood properly. But yeah. Mayhem says, how to hunt raccoons. Get 1 big trash bag. 2, wait. Yeah, that's probably about right. Athel says, our Scots need all the help they can muster, as London seems to think we can look after ourselves. No politics, please. But yeah, number 6. I need a number 6. There we go. I've seen a few D's around the place, so I'm going to put some of them in place and get them done. Get a few number 6s out. I saw a couple down here. There we go. Yeah, so stuff and things happening. Anything happening in anyone else's neck of the woods? Anything fun and interesting, or just interesting, or just fun? In fact, we'll take anything. It's D's that I'm looking for, isn't it? A couple of them filled in there. Where are we? We're half hour in, and I feel like I've done quite a lot. I probably haven't, but I feel like I've done quite a lot. Getting some shaping going in. Yeah, there we go. Twisted Rail says, I'd watch Chris try and catch raccoons. It'd be entertaining to see him get mauled by one. I reckon I could hold my own against a raccoon. They're not particularly big, are they? They're not overly vicious. I don't think they're cute, furry, lovely things, but they're not, you know, it's not a bear, is it? Or rather, are they just tiny bears? They're like big, I don't know. They're raccoons, aren't they? I don't know how to describe them other than using words like raccoon-like, which isn't very helpful. How does one describe a raccoon? It's a bit like a dog, cat sort of thing, but well known for going through rubbish bins, I think. Is that their main claim to fame? I don't know. I can't think of... anything else that raccoons are known for. It's not like skunks that, you know, got the smelly thing and the stripe. Raccoons haven't got any of that, have they? Is there anything special about raccoons? I don't know. D's. Saw a D, but it's upside down, so it doesn't look like a D. I can't find it again now. There's one there. That wasn't the one, though. You're 75% likely to get rabies from a raccoon. Really? I don't know. Rabies isn't a good thing, is it? That's a bad thing. Why have raccoons got rabies? Is it because of the rubbish? Is it because they live in garbage pails? General American there. I can't see any more D's. There's a few over here. What they're called, so something in America they call them trash something. I can't remember what it is. It might be trash bears. It might be something else. What do Americans call raccoons? I'm sure there's an almost lovable term for them, but I can't remember what it is. Bandits? Trash bandit? Is that? Or am I thinking of that from a film or something? I don't. It might be. And even if it is from a film, it might still be true. I don't know. It's not drop bears, is it? That's an Australian thing. I don't recall. A raccoon, a big rat-like animal that wears a mask to hide its identity. But yeah, they're the ones with the masks on, aren't they? Yeah. Big rats? Is that technically correct? Definitely got that sort of rattage thing going for them. Can't see. I think there's another D, but I think it's under the plate. Oh no, there's some there. There you go. Because I want to use up all these ones that I've got out. Because tipping them back into the tray is a pain in the backside. It's for some more D's. There were D's around here. There's one. Come on, turn over the other way. There's one. I want a couple more. A couple more would be lovely. A couple of D's. There, but I think I can get it. I can get it under that line. There we go. Come on, turn over. Turn over, you know you want to. There we go. There's that one there. Got that. Right. Done. Sorted. Raccoon. Giant stripy-faced rodents with savage claws. Have they got big claws? I don't know about big claws. I suppose they have to get through bags and stuff. Teresa Rouse says, corner a mother raccoon and her pups, then come back to me. Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't think I'll do that. Raccoon, also known as bin dogs, trash pandas, trash panda. That was it. Yes, because they got the eyes and the thing and the yes. I see an F there, which is one that I can't make out down there. There, 16. Is that the one that I haven't opened yet? No. Yes. Yes, I haven't opened 16 yet, so I won't bother opening that one just for that couple of bits there. I'll do some L's. No, J. I've seen J's. 15. There we go. Nice bright orangey red thing. There's a few of those to do. Probably too many. I'm going to end up having to put some back in the bag now. Scott's in the Drunk Works. Good evening, Scott. Welcome. John Pole is here as well, as is Mac. Yeah. Raccoons almost have three tensile claws at the front, as they have very dexterous forepaws. Cool. Was it I can't remember. Who was it that had? Was it Shane that had raccoon problems? I didn't think we had raccoons as a problem here, did we? Or was it something else? Or I don't know. Was it somebody else? I don't know. Who had problems with the raccoons then? Do we have them in the UK? I don't recall ever having heard of anyone having a raccoon problem other than, you know, for comedic effects on TV. Is it a problem in the UK? Foxes? Yeah, we get some foxes come along and go through the rubbish. Not fox. Actual foxes. I know they're a problem in the city. But what about raccoons? Would they not fight with the foxes? Don't know. Raccoons. I have seen a raccoon, says Lance. Hello, Lance. On telly or in the real world? Was it like in your bin? Why have you? Tell me your raccoon story. If anyone's got a raccoon story, I would love to hear it. Please type in your raccoon story now. We obviously do have them in the UK because I know Lance is in the UK. But you might have seen it in a zoo. I don't know that you'd have raccoons in a zoo. Doesn't sound likely. I don't think they get very many views in a zoo. Raccoons have been scientifically proven to solve problems and solutions to get food or out of trouble. Okay, yeah, so they're quite intelligent. You wouldn't put them in a maze like a rat, though, would you? Quello's here. Good evening and welcome. Dave says, no, we don't. We just have rats the size of raccoons in Portsmouth. Yeah. Is it? Do the raccoons get on the boats? Or is that just the rats? Or does the rats come from the boats? I don't know. I don't do questions and science, and geography and stuff. I know some things, but generally not when the questions are asked. It's one of those things that, you know, in a little while I'll oh, that was the answer. Oh, they've already finished the quiz. Yeah, there's not much help. I used to love the Raccoons cartoon too, says Lance. I don't. That was definitely an American cartoon though, wasn't it? Because it wasn't based in London. I don't know. I still don't see there's many raccoons around local area. I could easily be wrong. Athel's got to go. He's got police asking him questions. That's a little bit scary. Help them with their inquiries. Mac's going to start dinner. Scott says, I drank works. Now I have an image of Chris taking the bins out one night, finding a startled model making guru fox rummaging around in the rubbish. Yeah, you often find fox rummaging around in your bins. You have to be very careful when you put your bins out. Because he puts his bins out a different day to me. I've got to put my bins out tonight. Because it's all messed up because of the bank holiday. It would have been last night, but if we put them out last night, they would still been sitting out there this morning. So, or even, you know, they'd still be sitting out there now. I don't know how much to tip them out when I have my hand over the end of it. I am going to use all these up though, look. Even if it means going down a little bit further than I had planned to. One there and one more. There we go. Come on, up you come. There you go. Sorted, right. Raccoons are not set in London. Sheesh, they aren't even in 29 Acacia Road, Nutty Town. They might be around somewhere in other places. We have animals in London. And wild foxes, but yeah. They were talking about releasing feral cats in the UK at some point. Not too sure about that. 7 M's. Let's get some M's done. Mark Sherlock says, Lance never did work out exactly what the pink things were. I don't know what we're talking about now. What? All right. Lance says it was a small zoo near my mum. They had raccoons, llama, and overpriced ice cream. What is that? Is that the three things that they had? They had raccoons, one llama, and overpriced ice cream. It, it. When you say a zoo near your mum, was it your mum's? Is that what it was? Did she charge you admission to go into a field and show you? Yeah, this is a llama. It's not a llama, it's a horse, but it will call it a llama because it's easier. Makes more money calling it a llama. M. There we go. I don't know about the pink things, Ross. Chris totally missed the Banana Man reference. I didn't. I got the Acacia Avenue thing, but I didn't know what it had to do with raccoons. So, yeah, I don't recall any raccoons ever being in Banana Man. I'm aware of Banana Man, but it was never really my go-to show. I like Super Ted. What was the one with the granny in it? Wasn't Super Gran? Was it Super Gran? It feels like it should have had a better name than Super Gran, but it probably didn't. Yeah. William had several friends that had raccoons for pets. They're just furry, cuddly things that like to steal shiny stuff. Are you sure? Are you sure that they were raccoons? I don't know about pets. I mean, I know people can have some strange pets. My cousin did have a rat for a pet for a while, but yeah, I don't know about raccoons. I've never heard of a pet raccoon, except for now. Of course, I have now, but you know, don't know. A pet shop's still a thing. I don't recall having seen a pet shop for a long time. I mean, you must obviously still be able to get pets and stuff, but are they not all these big pet shop things now? Not like local things, like Pets at Home and things. It's not what I'd call a proper pet shop. I mean, it's a shop that has pets, but it's not quite what I had in mind. I just want to go in and when they got like 3 of each random animal. I'm doing ends now, 17s, because I found a few around here, and they're quite a nice colour. Quite a man. My mum went near a zoo, and my dad got in trouble because he said she should hide or they'll take her back. Yeah, that I understand your mentality a little bit better now, having become aware of a story from your childhood. I'm less surprised by your outlook on life now than I was before. Bears, says Mayhem. Where? What? What? Who's got the? You can't get bears in a pet shop. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to buy bears like that. There must be some sort of procedure for buying bears. And I'm pretty sure you're not just allowed to walk in off the street and say, I'll take that brown one, please. Have you got any white ones? That'd be good. I'll have a white one. No, you can't have a bear. Some sort of bear clearing time. You have to say you want one and then come back in a week to pick it up. They're expensive. You're going to eat a lot, aren't they, bears? It'd be expensive to keep. A bear bunch? Yeah. They weren't actual bears, though, were they? They were different. And they had hair. I don't know. Pepe Le Pew, it was a skunk. Or was he was a skunk that, and the girl he liked was a cat. Pretty sure. Sophie's back. Hello, Sophie. My daughter, who doesn't normally watch my streams, for some reason she's come along twice in 1 week. She just found my channel or something, possibly. I'm going to do ones. If I've got ones, there's ones. That and Count Duckula, the top trapdoor, best 3 cartoons ever. That, Count Duckula and Trapdoor. I didn't like Count Duckula. Again, I'm aware of him, but yeah, just didn't do it for me. DuckTales. Yeah, I'll give you DuckTales. Best theme tune ever, and now it's in your head. I apologise. But, yeah, Count Duckula? No. The Count from Sesame Street, yep. He was good. But Duckula, no, didn't do it. Sorry. Raccoons, like monkeys, bears, and other wild animals, can only be pets if they're rescued and too far gone for being near humans. What? Monkeys, bears, and other wild... So you can have bears as a pet, can you? But... So you got to feed them a lot, haven't you? You can't just let them loose and... You know, I'm going down the shops, take the bear and we'll be out of park wherever we like. I don't think that works. What about ringtail lemurs? As they're the same. The same as what? They're not the same as raccoons, are they? I know they've got the prehensile tail things that they can pick things up with and stuff. But don't know. I'm not up on animals. Why are we talking about animals? I don't know anything about animals apart from the fact that some of them are animals. I see some R's, upside down R's. I never met Count Duckula, so I'm not going to judge him, says Chronoman. This is also a good life choice. Yeah, I'm aware of his work, though, and I can judge that. So, yeah. Ah. And another R below that R. That's going to be the last R that I do today. Aha. All right. So I feel like I've accomplished a fair bit. I'm going to keep going for another few minutes, but not lots more tonight. What have we got? L seems to be the next one that I'm bumping into down there, which is 12. 10. 12. There we go. Dave says that's because you're a posh kid that watched Swap Shop when normal kids watched Tiswas. Because Sally James in a wet t-shirt beat Noel Edmonds any day. I recall Swap Shop, and I also recall Tiswas, and I don't recall any competition between them. Were they on at the same time, or I don't know. Tiswas was always a little bit too random for me. Don't know. I prefer a little bit more order and normality. Tiswas was quite anarchy and anarchic. Is that a word? So yeah, I didn't particularly enjoy Tiswas. Again, I'm aware of it. I've seen it. I'm aware of the Phantom Pie flinger, things like that. But it was never my go-to. Swap Shop, I always found a little bit boring. I don't recall. I mean, I'm sure there was other things going on other than the I'll swap you this for that sort of thing, but I don't remember any of them. Was it? There was other things, weren't there? It wasn't just that. Some other things did happen, but I have no memory of what they may have been. Can't see any more L's, so I shall put those away in the 12 packet. Wacky Races, yes, I like the Wacky Races. Catch the Pigeon, yeah. Showing your age now, dads. Who's what? I didn't see Dad come in. Oh, me. Sophie's talking to me. I thought you were talking to Mike. Yeah, well, everyone in the chat's a similar-ish age, so yeah. We're not going to talk about kids' TV shows when you were young, because that's just the modern stuff, like Teletubbies and what was the other ones? The slightly older Teletubbies, the Tweenies. Was it Tweenies? There were the other things. They're the ones you used to watch. 11 I'm after now, if anyone's seen any. There they are. Cake, says Mark. Cake's always good here. I don't remember there being a TV show about cake, though. It should have been. That would have been watched by lots of people, wouldn't it? The Cake Show. Right, bees. Not actual bees, because that would have been frightening. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, if you've got children, then you'll be aware of more modern kids' TV shows. And they sort of don't count. They're not what they used to be. Crumbs DM Danger Mouse, yeah, absolutely. They redid Danger Mouse apparently, and it was rubbish. Who'd have guessed? Yeah, lots of things when they go back and redo them are not as good as they were. Some things can be as good, or sometimes even better. But they definitely lose something after being remade. Mysterious Cities of Gold was best, says Bobbins. Yes, that and D'Artagnan and the Musker Hounds. But all of these old kids' TV shows and cartoons and things, we all remember as having, thousands and thousands of episodes. But I bet there were hardly any. Mysterious Cities of Gold seemed to be on like every night after school for years, but there was probably only like 20 episodes of it. Somebody look it up on IMDb or something. And we all remember it, throughout childhood, rushing home to watch it. I bet it was only, 20 episodes or something. Memory plays some silly, strange tricks on people. Do you remember the Double Deckers? The name sounds familiar, but no. I remember Magic Roundabouts, Finger Mouse, The Clangers, Bill and Ben. Granted, they were reruns, yes. And Larry the Lamb and that as being rerun. Andy Pandy. Not originals, I must admit, no. And wouldn't be allowed now because of all the everything. But yeah, I expect there were only very limited numbers of those episodes made as well. But we'll remember lots more than there were. What were the little fluffy things? Flumps. The Flumps, I remember them. Not the Sweets. The TV shows. All like stop motion animation, like the Clangers and that. Crackman says, having examined and rejected the concepts of aging, I like watching Hoobs. I don't know what Hoobs is. Made me feel old now, says Graham. Yeah. Fraggle Rock for the win, says Dave. Yes. Fraggle Rock with the Doozers and Red and Wembley. Uncle Travelling Matt. Rocket the Dog. who was a real dog. I don't know how they got him to act with all the freckles. That was really well done. What were the name of the things that used to like Radish's Gorns or something? Gorns? I don't remember, but yes. Max says, my sister watched that too. It's always more cute to get out of the house. You not like it? Okay. Not everybody likes the same things. That's what it's all about. Joe 90, Thunderbird, Stingray, Captain Scarlet, and Terrorhawk says Mayhem. Terrorhawks is the odd one out there because all the others were really old. And Terrorhawks is only mildly old. I remember the others by reference and reruns. Terrorhawks, I do remember when they came out. They always used to have a tic-tac-toe noughts and crosses game at the end with the robots, because the good robots were round and the bad robots were squares. Cubes, technically. And I've got a car outside now, so yeah. And they didn't always... The good guys didn't always win in the post-credits game of noughts and crosses. It was quite intriguing. You could try and guess who was going to win. It wasn't always apparent. Amy the Magic Torch, yep. And his dog, what was his dog's name? I can't remember his dog's name. Now I've said it, I can't not guess it. I'm sure it's in the song, and the song's playing through my head, but without the words, which is less helpful when you're trying to remember words. Thundercats and Silverhawks, yes, Thundercats are always good. Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck show. I don't remember that. I mean, obviously, Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck I'm aware of, but I don't remember the two of them in a single show. I mean, if you're going for shows like that, then the Muppet Show has got to be your go-to original children's variety act thing, isn't it? They had guest stars every week. That was always fun. Good family viewing. Every Saturday morning we sit down with Dad and watch Bugs Bunny and Friends. I don't remember Bugs Bunny and Friends. Was that just the individual cartoons with Bugs Bunny and then other cartoons with other people? Or was it a thing with, you know, Bugs Bunny invading other people's cartoons? Because that would be a good show. I'm running out of bees to do now. One down there. Couple more over this side. What about Tom and Jerry and Top Cat? Well, Tom and Jerry, obviously, yes. Top Cat, I heard about on the radio the other day, and they said like there's only like 10 episodes of it or something. It's a ridiculously low number of Top Cat episodes that were ever made back in the day. But it was obviously the indisputable leader of the pack. Bees, there's one. There's another one there. Going down any further than that. There's one there. There's one there. And I think that's all the bees that I can see and get to at the moment. Another in there that I forgot. I'm not going to bother with that now. You want A's as well. So yeah, let's get these bees away. GoBots beat Transformers to market by a whole year, yet the marketing behind Transformers run the war. Yes, GoBots were basically the same thing, weren't they? But they didn't have the Hasbro machine behind it. And Transformers definitely won that one. What about Hong Kong Phooey? Yeah. Top Secret, Bottom Secret, yeah. Foghorn Leghorn, yeah. Again, I remember him, but I don't remember any individual cartoons. But yeah. Pink Panther show, yes, obviously. Right, I think on that nostalgia trip, I'm going to call that tonight. As I say, I'm tired, and getting to see the little letters and numbers and things is getting increasingly difficult. But yeah, I'm happy with the progress that's happening. We're approaching halfway done, so it feels like we're getting somewhere. So, yes, thank you for joining me this evening. I apologise it wasn't a very long one, but I've got to go and check up on the family and stuff and sort things out. And apart from anything else, I've got to put the bins out tonight, so I've got to save some energy for doing that. So thank you all. Talking about the Snaggleputs and the Space Ghost and the Flintstones and the Jetsons. Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of kids shows saying about the original Magic Roundabout was incredibly adult and subversive. Luckily, we didn't notice as kids. A lot of kids' shows were more adult than kids knew at the time. Probably the same now, but yeah. So, thank you all for joining me in chat. It's been lovely. As I say, there's no evening with tomorrow night. Then there's nothing Friday. Saturday night is the next time I'm online for my A Little Before Midnight Murders, playing through the last few levels of Hitman before we go back and do some of the side missions from Hitman. So yeah, there's a bit more Hitman to come. So that's Saturday night live, 11 PM. I shall be here doing that. Sunday is my turn again for the War Hamster. So I shall be here 8 PM on Sunday for that. Monday, back to remodels because it's not a bank holiday anymore. So we're all back, and I can't remember anything about what we gave away. A thing. Go and check out last remodel stream. We gave away something. You can still enter and win. I don't remember what it was or what you had to do to win it, but I'm sure it's still there. And then on Monday we'll be giving it away. I don't remember who's what's in store or anything. I think it's Ted's. Is it Ted's what's in store? That sounds about right. So we'll get ready for that. The age is getting to Chris's lamps are going. Yeah, I can't see things anymore at all. I've got the glasses of seeing under there if I might need to get to do some of the darker colours, but at the moment I'm okay. Yep, they're talking about GoBots and Diaclone. I don't remember that one. Getting a resurgence in Japan. I don't think Transformers ever went away, but yeah. So thank you all for watching. It's been fun. I shall see you soon for more things, and keep on the channel for other things. Like and subscribe and everything. And if you'd like to help out the channel, there's always the Patreon, which is in the link below, or joining the channel as a channel member by clicking the join button. So thank you for that if you have. If not, that's also fine. Just keep watching the videos. That's what it's all about. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.